Thank you very much, Shane Beach, today's public address announcer. We thought the Jayhawks might start with 4, but Mahan was introduced at the final second. The Jayhawks taking on Kellogg. Tommy?
Yeah, well, we need 5 players, John.
Yes,
We've lost
we
4
do.
games in a row. It would behoove us to have 5 players on the court.
I agree with you.
Jayhawks going with a bigger lineup today. No one under 6'3" in the starting lineup. We got Dylan Mulder and John Ivory inserted in place of Daryl Kirkland and DeQuavion Stuckey. So we're going to try to see if that taller lineup may benefit the Jayhawks.
They're ready to get things going after a streak of winning 6. They've lost the last 4. Now the Jayhawks control the tip. Mulder brings the ball down court. He's checked there by Knight. Diaz into Mahan. 10 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. Josh Smith.
Jayhawks with no true point guard on the floor, so Dylan Mulder, the 6'3" sophomore, running the point.
Ooh, a nice block. John Ivory. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Kellogg.
You said MCC lost 4 in a row. The most recent came Wednesday night at Grand Rapids, the rival, 103-92.
Pass down low. Ivory unable to finish. It's Jayhawk ball. Diaz for 3. 2 3-pointers. The Jayhawks have a 6-0 lead. Nice start for the Jayhawks, but plenty of game left. Knight. Little bounce pass into Graham. Graham turnaround off the glass is good.
Guess if you have a 4-game losing streak, a visit from Kellogg might be just what the doctor ordered.
Yes.
Kellogg just 2-16 overall, 2-9 in the Western Conference.
Diaz with the rebound. Smith. Loose ball. Ivory. Jayhawks reset. 10 on the shot clock. Mahan with a little left-hander. Soft one does not go. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. As the first foul of the game is called on Emmett Harrison of Kellogg.
Yeah, Josh Smith was down on the floor there for the Jayhawks, but play was allowed to go on, and MCC basically playing with 4 players on that offensive set, but Mahan gets fouled and gets to go to the line.
Mahan good on the first free throw. He makes them both. Ooh, nice anticipated steal there by Mahan. Oh, and he flushes the other end. (10-2) lead.
Mahan showing off his length and athletic ability there with his long arms, getting the steal and then throwing down the flush.
Ninth three-point shot is rebounded by Mahan. Long pass ahead, nearly it is stolen by Harrison. Lean in, using the glass, doesn't go. And we have a whistle by Joe Popeil. We need clarification as far as Joe Popeil's foul call. We'll keep it right here. But it is a nice start there, Tom, for the Jayhawks as we have a timeout. We'll get the clarification shortly. That last foul was on John Ivory of Muskegon. So it's Bruin ball. Watkins to Knight. And a shot clock violation. The Jayhawks get the ball just prior to the violation. Diaz. Jayhawks reset. Smith. Pass into Mahan. Mahan, ooh, what a nice little switch to his left hand. And an open shot, lays it in.
Mahan off to a good start. He's a huge key for the Jayhawks. His play inside. A 6'7" sophomore from Baldwin. You know, when he plays well, John, the Jayhawks team really looks good. When he struggles, the Jayhawks struggle.
Yes.
You know, interesting, the starting lineup. You know, not a surprise that Stuckey on the bench. He's been struggling, but Daryl Kirkland's really been the leader of this team. First-year coach Jimmy Booth, you know, deciding to put him on the bench at least to start the game. We'll see if he gets involved here as the game wears on.
Be good thing for your halftime interview with Coach Crump. Find out
For sure, I'll put him on the spot.
That's what it's all about. people that are watching want to know. So Jayhawks with a rebound.
Can't be afraid to ask those tough questions.
That's right.
Arter.
That's right, Tom. Now Smith trying to cut across the lane, loses the ball. Robinson along the near side. 4. Travel. Mulder. Diaz on the near wing now. Kicks it on over, and it's a long three-point shot. That is good by Smith. His second tray of the game.
Yeah, Josh Smith, the 6'6" freshman from Lansing Waverly. He's got that height, but wow, he's got a nice three-point shot.
That he does. That he does. Now Robinson. Thompson. Three-point shot. In and out, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3 as Mahan goes out and commits the foul. Malik Thompson shooting 3. Good on the first.
Jayhawks appear determined today, John, to snap this 4-game losing streak. 15-2 lead coming out of the gate.
Thompson makes all 3. 15-5. Diaz. Cross-court pass. Mulder. 10 on the shot clock. Ivory. Has the ball taken out of his hands. It'll still be Jayhawk ball with 8 on the shot clock.
No substitution so far for the Jayhawks. They're sticking with the starting 5. They've played well.
Yes, they have. Mahan. Offensive board by Diaz. The putback is good. Robinson. Four. This rebound by Smith. Nice baseline drive, but not finishing is Mahan, and we have a whistle. Fouls on Ivory. His second of the game.
Nice baseline move there, John, by Miguel Mahan, but you got to finish that. Got to put it in the basket.
Cameron Lamar checks in for Ivory. Still no Stuckey and Kirkland.
Very interesting. Lamar has seen very limited playing time. Usually he plays only at the end of games, being inserted as the first sub for the Jayhawks today.
Mahan with a rebound.
Got a lot of questions for Coach Anthony Crump.
Yes.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that halftime interview. It could be explosive.
We might have to extend that to 8 or 10 minutes. Now Mulder. He's checked by Robinson. Mulder leans in. He'll go to line to shoot 2. As the fouls on Michael Jones. Mulder good on the first free throw. He makes them both. Back on the 10th of January, these two teams played down in Battle Creek. Jayhawks the victor, 83-75. Top of the key off the iron. Rebounded there by Diaz. Mulder sees an opening. A little bit short. Davis with a rebound. Robinson, a little bounce pass in. Davis. And there's a three-point shot by Gorham. Mahan. Gorham with a rebound. Robinson. Kellogg resets. Robinson, a little spin move in the lane. Nice defense by the Jayhawks. Diaz. Offensive board by Mahan. And the officials will confer. I think they're checking to see if that ball hit the backboard or the rim. No explanation, so they continue play, saying we're not going to make the call.
Well, with 11:40 to go in the half, Kirkland and Stuckey enter the game for the first time. Let's see if coming off the bench, if those two are able to spark the team.
Well, Diaz's shot is rebounded by Smith. The putback doesn't go, but there's a foul. Dalen Davis commits his first foul, team's third. Smith misses the first free throw. He misses them both. Justin Knight. 4. Good defense by the Jayhawks. 10 on the shot clock. Knight. Turnaround jumper partially blocked. Jayhawks come away with it. Stuckey. Smith. Ball knocked out of bounds by Kellogg. Smith. 2 good looks. Spin move, and Kirkland is going to get his first foul of the game.
Jayhawks offense stagnating just a little bit right now. See if we can kick it back into gear.
Davis misses on the first. And makes the second. Diaz, Lamar for 3. Cameron Lamar.
Nice shot there by Lamar, the freshman from Detroit Northwestern.
Ball nearly stolen there. Good anticipation by Kirkland, but it goes out of bounds. Still Kellogg ball.
I guess you got to give first-year coach Jimmy Booth some credit for juggling that starting lineup.
Yes.
You know, the definition of insanity, John, is trying the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Well, after losing 4 in a row, a little shake-up, and I don't know if that's the reason they're ahead, but so far so good.
Dalen Davis on the bucket. Stuckey. Twelve on the shot clock. Lamar. Kellogg ball. Jayhawks extend the defense. No problem by Kellogg. Oh, a nice block by Mahan. Long pass ahead. Kirkland able to catch up to it and lays it up and in.
Nice job running the floor by Daryl Kirkland.
Knight. Little weave there by Kellogg. Now for 3. Bounce pass into Mahan. Couldn't handle. Goes off his hands and out of bounds. Jayhawk turnover.
Sir, the one thing you can do, get up. Nope.
Jayhawks continuing with this 2-2-1 full court pressure, trying to maybe up the tempo of this game a little bit.
And now Knight for 3. Little 6-0 run with a couple of trays by the Bruins. It's now a 7-point game. Jayhawks lead. Mahan down in the paint, little spin move, little left-hander, no, off the mark. That wasn't even close, Tom.
No.
Laying it up and in is Davis. And Coach Booth wants a timeout. 8:15 left to go here in the first half. And Muskegon leads Kellogg by 5, 24-19. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Roy Gymnasium. Jayhawks taking on the Bruins of Kellogg out of Battle Creek. And Tom, the Jayhawks had a good double-digit lead, and it's now down to 5.
Yes, they kind of went stagnant, and that's been a problem for this men's team all year. That offensively, they that half-court offense bogs down quite a bit. They do a little bit too much one-on-one stuff. Let's see if this timeout, if we can run some good offensive sets and get some good shots.
Daryl Kirkland, little pass down low, and it's stolen by Ford.
Had the right idea there, just him and Mahan were not on the same page.
Davis puts it in.
Just like that, John Arter, it's a one-possession game.
Stuckey. And a three-point shot is good by Smith. His third tray of the day.
Sam Taylor had the hot hand for the ladies in the first game, and here it's Josh Smith so far for the men with 3 3-pointers.
Four. Three-point shot does not go for Gorham. Kirkland, full head of steam. Blocking foul on Kellogg will send Kirkland to the line to shoot 2.
Daryl Kirkland, 6'3" sophomore from Muskegon, a very aggressive player, very strong player. I love it when he takes the ball to the hoop because usually good things happen. He either gets the bucket or gets to the free throw line like he did here.
This is on the first. Kirkland splits the pair. Four. Jayhawks tip the ball out of bounds. Still Bruin ball. 6:43 left in the half. Good man-to-man defense by the Jayhawks. 10 on the shot clock. 4. Passes into Davis. Davis leans in, puts the shot up and in off the glass. Davis is their leader with 9 points. Mulder. Diaz. Thompson with a rebound.
Pretty much one and done right now for MCC on the offensive end.
Davis with a hot hand, turnaround jumper. Mulder with a rebound. Stuckey. Justin Knight. First foul. Team's 5th.
Wholesale substitutions there for the Bruins, bringing 4 new players there. MCC had worked themselves into contention in the Western Conference, this 4-game tailspin. All of a sudden, John, we find ourselves 5th in the Western Conference, in desperate need of a win.
Those 5 players that came in for Kellogg was their starters, so starters finally getting back into the game after a nice rest.
Yeah, you're right. The Kellogg probably looking to make a little run here in the last 5 minutes of the half. Let's see if the Jayhawks can do it instead.
Godwin. Knight. Ball stolen away. Ball goes out of bounds off of Muskegon. Josh Smith loses the handle on it.
Low-scoring game here, John. 28-23, 5 minutes to go in the half. Nowhere near where they're going to be from last Wednesday night when it was 103 to 92. This game,
right.
Lucky to make it into the 60s.
Officials getting together, deciding where the shot clock might be.
A couple of veteran local officials working the game, John. Johnny Robinson from Muskegon and Joe Popeil from Spring Lake. They've been at this a while.
Yes, they have. We've seen them many times here at Bartell's Roadie.
Of course, today they need to know we got a big Michigan State game coming up here soon. We don't want too many of these breaks. I forgot to mention that to him before the game.
Keep things flowing?
Yeah, maybe at halftime we'll have to.
Take the ball out of the whistles and inbound comes to Justin Knight. Long three-point shot. Jayhawks with the rebound. Mahan. Oh, a little finger roll would have been better than the, well, left-hand push, but he knows better than I as we have a whistle.
Nice work there by Josh Smith, getting back, making the steal, and giving it right back to Mahan, who still couldn't connect, but at least he gets to go to the free throw line. We've been stuck on 28 for a long time here, John. We need to knock down these free throws, get things going.
Mahan shooting two. In and out.
Still stuck on 28.
Mahan hits the second. Watkins. 4. Ten on the shot clock. Drive by Watkins in the far corner. Tip doesn't go. Kirkland with a rebound. In the corner. Mulder for three. Nice little drive, and Graham gets the finish. There's the block. Kellogg comes away with it. Ooh, a nice steal by Kirkland. Kirkland puts it in and is fouled. Joe Popeil with a call. Basket is good. And the foul is on Harrison, his second.
Like you mentioned, John, great anticipation there by Daryl Kirkland, making the steal and going in for the dunk, and now a chance for a three-point play. If he makes this free throw, push the Jayhawk lead back up to 10 points. You know, they were up 15-2 early on. Looked like they were going to blow Kellogg out of here. Kellogg's fought back.
Kirkland completes the three-point play. Now it's back up to 10.
Let's finish this half strong here.
4, top of the key. Jayhawks, good man-to-man defense. Ooh, a nice steal, and a steal right back, but the shot clock is still there, and laying it up and in is Robinson. Robinson called for the foul. Stuckey at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Stuckey good on the first. He makes them both. Davis. Davis leans in and gets the foul on Muskegon. Could have gone either way, but it was called on Muskegon.
Yeah, you're right, John. It looked like Dylan Mulder was set down there. Maybe they thought he was set in that little circle underneath where it's an automatic block call. That must have been the case because it looked like he had good position, but instead the call goes against the Jayhawks.
Davis an opportunity to complete the three-point play with 3:02 left in the first half. Kirkland with a rebound. Jayhawks set up their play. Mulder, turnaround jumper, off to the left. Off Muskegon Kellogg ball.
You know, we're obviously not at all the different practices to see what goes on, but I still think this men's team, John, their best chances when they're out running. It seems like their half-court offenses, they struggle with that, and especially when they play the better teams in this conference. I think their chance to win is if they're out on the fast break and pushing the ball up the court with Stuckey and Kirkland and those guys.
A much better team in transition.
Seems that way.
Well, a Kellogg turnover. Jayhawks have the ball, 2:25 left in the first half. Stuckey. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Kellogg. Still Muskegon ball. 20 on the shot clock. Smith. Steps back and hits the jumper.
Last couple minutes of the half are critical. Take the momentum into the break.
How about that? Strickland reached in, but Kellogg able to maintain control. There's an offensive board by Thompson. Kellogg resets. Thompson looking for Davis. Davis is guarded very well. Now 4, three-point shot, in and out. Stuckey, little hook pass. Smith, too strong. Kellogg the other way along the near side. Davis. Shot doesn't go. Offensive board and putback does go for Robinson.
Can't allow those offensive rebounds. Those are killers. They missed the shot, but allowed the second chance bucket.
Offensive foul. Mulder dished off and did not see the Kellogg man. All set.
Jayhawks didn't get that call down here at our end, but down at the other end, they get the offensive foul call against Mulder.
Offensive foul. Gorham called for the moving pick. 51 seconds left. Pass down low. Foul on Kellogg. Robinson called for his second. 10th team foul, so the double bonus for Mahan to shoot 2. Makes the first.
I feel like the Jayhawks have not really played all that well. They haven't really hit their stride in this first half, but they're hanging on to this lead. Still at 10 points.
Now Thompson. Davis. Back to Davis. Baseline jumper is good. Dalen Davis has had the hot hand for Kellogg off the bench. He has 13 points. Shot clock is off.
Game high 13 points off the bench. Got to find someone to stop him.
6 seconds left. Kirkland with the drive, draws the whistle right at the buzzer. Johnny Robinson with the call. Fouls on Thompson, his second.
Yeah, nice job by Kirkland there. It was a good call. He definitely got hacked.
Official Joe Popeil has 1 second put back on the clock. And Johnny Leonard obliges. Kirkland at the line, shooting 2. Misses on the first. And makes the second. Long shot ahead, does not make it, and we're at halftime here at Bartels Road. Our score is Muskegon 42, Kellogg 33. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV.
All right, we are back here at Bartels Road Gymnasium at halftime. MCC leads Kellogg 42-33. We're joined by, as always, by MCC assistant coach Anthony Crump. And Anthony, the first thing I wanted to ask you, we noticed from last week a little change in the starting lineup. Daryl Kirkland, DeQuavion Stuckey on the bench, John Ivory and Dylan Mulder back in the starting lineup. I guess what was the rationale behind that change? Maybe trying to shake things up a little bit?
Yeah, just shake things up a little bit. See what that look like. They have a guy on their team that had a lot of rebounds last time we played him, so we put a big in there to see we slow him down.
Okay, well, it seemed to work coming out of the gate. You guys jumped out to a 15-2 lead, and then maybe sort of stagnated a little bit. That seems to have been a problem from time to time with this team. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the offense, I don't know if it's the offensive sets or something. Once in a while, it seems like the offense kind of stagnates.
Yeah, I think that's just we talk about that during practice. I think it's because of the fatigue setting in and just basically the fatigue setting in and the plays not coming so easy. And then, again, when we come down here, we at the beginning we were getting stops, one-stop shots. And just one shot, rebound, get out, score. They stop happening and they start getting easy points in the break. So got a little fatigue off chasing them down the court during the fast breaks.
Okay. So what would you say, like with this team, in terms of when you're playing well? Do you think you're more of a you prefer the half court style, or are you guys looking to get out and run more, and kind of especially against a team like Kellogg, which is struggling?
We're very long, so we can't run. We tend to be better when we get a stop and have opponents shoot one shot and everybody crash and get a rebound, and then we get the run. But as far as today, is basically we're better at getting a stop and slowing it down a little bit. Get the ball moving against this team.
Okay. Well, kind of surprising, looking at the stat sheet here at halftime. Their leading scorer, by far, is off the bench, Dalen Davis. 13 points. You don't know where. Sometimes you don't know where the offense is coming from.
He didn't have that kind of game the first time. We had the big guy had a pretty good game against us last time, but he's playing well. We went down there and talked about closing out and pretty much the defense. So yeah, should have a different second half from that.
Okay. Well, obviously, coming in here on a little bit of a losing streak, 4 in a row. You got a struggling team at home. You must feel like you absolutely have to play a good 20-minute or a good second half here and finish things off. You need a win, don't you?
Yeah, we need to finish. We need to come out here and play within the first 10 minutes to set a tone, so we can get out of here with a win.
Okay. Well, yeah, that would certainly be nice. Kind of right the ship and get things going back in the opposite direction. How has the attitude of the team been? Do you think the guys still believe that you have a good team, that you have a team that can get back on the winning track?
Very confident we're back on the winning track. And right now we're playing for the home court advantage during the playoffs, and we're pretty good feeling.
Okay, well, great. Well, hey, finish this thing off. Let's get the W. Let's get back in the winning track, and everyone will be happy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.
All right, that was assistant coach Anthony Crump here for Muskegon Community College. The Jayhawks lead by 9 points here, 42-33. Again, coming into this game with a 4-game losing streak, they very, very important that the Jayhawks build on this lead and get back in the winning column. I think John Arter would agree. This team desperately needs a win.
Yes. They were going very strong at the onset of the Western Conference schedule. Lost the first one, a close one, 102-100, that strong Ancilla team. Then they put 6 wins in a row together. And then now just the reverse of that, 4 wins, 4 losses have added up. So today would be a good one to get a W. There's the rebound there by Ivory.
Looking at the stat sheet, John, MCC, most of their points coming from inside. Josh Smith, forward with 11 points. Miguel Mahan with 9. Backcourt, that's normally the strength of the Jayhawks. Not really getting it done today. If the backcourt gets going, I think MCC should prevail here.
Fouls on Godwin. And once again, the normal guard play of Stuckey and Kirkland starting the second half on the bench. Ivory commits his 3rd foul, and Daryl Kirkland will be right in the game. Less than a minute into the second half.
Quick whistle there, I thought, by the official. They got Ivory for hooking his man. And brings Kirkland in the game. Might not be a bad thing, though, John Arter.
Right. I agree. Now Watkins over to Knight.
Hand out.
10 on the shot clock. Down low, a contested shot. Put back doesn't go. And a whistle. Mulder. He's called for his 3rd foul.
I asked Coach Anthony Crump about why the change in the lineup. Why were Kirkland and Stuckey on the bench? He said it was they wanted to try the bigger lineup here, kind of maybe a little undersized Kellogg team. They thought they could hurt them with the bigger lineup. It worked. We were up 15-2. But then all of a sudden our half-court offensive problems came back in, and we've allowed Kellogg to stay in this game.
Pass in, Watkins cuts across the lane, little scoop out, and Kirkland comes away with a steal for the Jayhawks. Stuckey, long three-point shot from the far wing, rebounded by Graham.
An open look there for Stuckey, so you got to take it with an open look, but he unable to find the mark.
Fouls on Smith, his first. Team's third of the second half. Kirkland called for his second. That's the Jayhawks' fourth foul, less than 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah.
That means that Kellogg will be shooting free throws soon. Graham good on the first free throw.
One of the biggest differences in the stat sheet in the first half is three-point shooting. MCC very good, 6 for 11. Kellogg just 3 for 13. So really the difference in the game, MCC from long range.
Stuckey. Kirkland. Pass down low, goes out of bounds. Touched by Kellogg.
I think Daryl Kirkland talked him into that call. I thought it looked like it was off the Jayhawks, but we'll take it.
That's right. I think you're right, Tom. 8 on the shot clock. Diaz in the corner. 4 on the shot clock.
I don't know if they're aware of it.
Josh is, but his three-point shot fell 3 feet short of the rim.
Terrible offensive set there, John. We weren't aware of the shot clock running down. Had to shoot a long three-pointer, big air ball, and need to get this offense going.
Godwin, near wing. In and out. Stuckey. Josh Smith, three-point shot, in and out. Loose ball, picked up, put back and in by Diaz.
Good defense there by Miguel Mahan.
Jayhawks with the ball. Kirkland gives it back to Mahan. Little spin move on the baseline, and he puts it in. Miguel now in double figures, Tom, with 11 points.
Isn't it funny when a guy makes a good defensive play, somehow it sparks him on the offensive end. Now the Jayhawks with a nice little run here.
Mahan, spin move again. Leans forward, and it's in. Back-to-back buckets by Miguel.
6-0 run. Jayhawks all of a sudden up by 13.
And we have a timeout, 16:28 left. Jayhawks have increased their lead to 13, 48-35. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Roy Gymnasium. We want to thank that MCC TV crew doing a great job. Eric Taylor up there on the camera, giving you great zoomed in shots of basketball. Rod Van Nortwick, our director and producer, in the booth.
They make our job easy, John.
They sure do. Pass down low and converted by Thompson. Diaz. Stuckey. Spin move. draws the foul.
That's what happens, John, when you're aggressive and take the ball to the basket. You get rewarded with the free throws. Nice job by Stuckey.
Knight commits his second foul. Stuckey hits the first. He makes them both.
So nice coming out here at MCC, John, and this crew having everything ready to go.
Yes.
You know, we both do high school football radio, and it's a whole different story. It's a whole different story as we go to these different press boxes in different communities and hope to get a connection. And so it's we're treated very well here at MCC.
Very appreciated. Rod and Eric. Thompson commits his third foul. Diaz. Stuckey for three. Stuckey with 5 points here in the second half. Jayhawks up by 16.
Stuckey, the smallest guy on the court, 5'11", just 140, but he is they need to get him going. When he gets going, this team is a different team.
Finger roll there by Robinson. Diaz travels.
Diaz a little casual there, picking up the ball, took an extra step.
Watkins. Robinson. Pass into Davis. Davis, give and go back. Right into the hands of Thompson, and Thompson converts. That was an errant pass, Tom.
Yes, it was.
Right in the hands of Thompson, and he converts for the Bruins. Mulder. Stuckey. Ooh, a nice drive, quick drive, he puts it in. Spark plug of the second half. Stuckey has 9 points, 7 of them in the second half.
He's a streaky player.
Reverse layup doesn't go. Mulder with a rebound.
Stuckey feeling it.
And so does Mr. Smith. Josh Smith with a three.
Jayhawks, just like that, up to a 17-point lead. Start making a few shots, and everything looks better, doesn't it?
It sure does. Bounce pass into Davis, cuts across the lane, little scoop, off the glass is good. Now Diaz, he feels the three.
What you're seeing here on offense, John, everything, the Jayhawks are in rhythm. They're getting these shots, they're not forced, they're as part of the offense, and they're going down.
Four, into Davis. Turnaround jumper, doesn't go, but the tip does for Watkins. Jayhawks set it up. Kirkland, a little pass into Mulder. Mulder is fouled on the floor. Davis commits the foul, his second. Team's fourth of the second half. Smith does not finish. Davis. Smith with the rebound. Oh, a nice look there by Stuckey. Passes it right over to Mahan, a whistle. Watkins has his first foul. Mahan the line shooting 2.
Like you mentioned, John, great look there by Stuckey. He's starting to play his game where he can penetrate and either shoot it himself or dish it off. That time, beautiful pass to Mahan.
Mahan gets the first free throw to fall. Second one is rebounded by Godwin. Knight. A little bounce pass, out of bounds. Reset the clock. Now Kirkland on the far wing. Pass into Mahan. Mahan is fouled from behind. And it'll be on Gorham. His second foul. Smith. Mahan does not finish. Ball tipped out of bounds off Muskegon.
MCC led by 9 points at halftime, 42-33. They've almost doubled that, extended the lead here out to 17.
Now Knight. Watkins into Davis. Oh, a nice block by Mahan. 4 on the shot clock. And there's a steal. Pass ahead. Kirkland with the flush.
Jimmy Booth pleased with this little stretch we've seen here, about the last 5 minutes. This is the best we've seen the Jayhawks play probably in a month.
Yes. Down low. Davis does not convert. Stuckey with a rebound.
Oh,
again.
Extra step.
Yes. And Joe Popeil saw it, making the call. Davis. Knight for 3. Mahan. Fouled by Davis. It's number 3 on Dalen. In and out. Mahan makes 1 of 2. Has 15 points for the game.
Leading scorer for MCC, 1 of 2 in double figures, along with Sergio Diaz.
From the corner, Knight. Ball's tipped around. Right to Mahan. He'll leave it there for Stuckey. Smith. Kirkland and Stuckey put it on the pressure, get the steal, back to Kirkland. Hey, jams. Four. Baseline is cut off. Nice move by Justin Knight. Mahan along the baseline. There's an offensive board there by Diaz. Now Diaz from the corner, 3-point shot off the iron. Another offensive board. Kicked it back in to Mahan. Mahan puts it in.
Wow, that time just good work by the Jayhawks, aggressive on the glass. Sergio Diaz with a rebound. Josh Smith with the rebound, and eventually another bucket for Mahan. So good work by the Jayhawks there. At first you don't succeed, grab a couple rebounds.
3-point shot. Watkins does not go. Stuckey picked up by Knight.
MCC not in a big hurry, John, with a 19-point lead.
Pass into Mahan. Little left-hander, a little too soft. Rebounded by Graham. Now fours. Far wing, 3-point shot is good.
He's a shooter, got to get out on him.
Stuckey. Graham commits his second foul. Stuckey shooting 2. Good on the first. Second, in and out. Watkins. Ivory with a rebound, leaves it for Kirkland. A long 3-point attempt off the iron by Kirkland. Knight. Four. 10 on the shot clock. 4, 3-point shot. Loose ball. Knocked out of bounds by Kellogg. And also a foul. Foul's on Thompson. It's number 4 on Malik at the 7:17 mark.
MCC seems to be the more aggressive team here in the second half, and they're being rewarded for it. They've extended that halftime lead. And again, so many of these games come down to free throw shooting. We're going to be shooting a lot of free throws, John.
Yes.
If we can make our fair share, we should be able to hold on and win.
Kirkland misses the front end. Kirkland reverse layup doesn't go, but he's fouled. Graham commits his third foul. It's interesting, Tom. The Jayhawks started the second half and within 2 minutes had 4 fouls, and they still have 4 fouls. You know, it's been another 11 minutes. They have not committed the 5th foul yet.
That's doesn't seem possible.
Right. Kirkland makes good on the first.
And there's always a possibility the refs could have heard you commenting and
But don't let me hex
you were right. Yeah.
I don't want to hex the Jayhawks here. We got a timeout on the floor, 7:10 left to go in the game. Muskegon 71, Kellogg 53. We'll be right back. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Roadie. The Jayhawks opened up an 18-point lead, 71-53 with just over 7 minutes to go. A lot of game left.
Well, that's right. But we should be in good shape again. Like I mentioned, if we're able to make our free throws,
yes.
An 18-point lead at home should be enough. Really, the key in the second half, I think, DeQuavion Stuckey seems to be back on his game.
Yes.
And Daryl Kirkland playing well. Those two didn't start, but looks like they're going to finish.
Yes, they are. Kirkland makes both free throws.
I don't think there's any doubt we're a better team with those two guys on the floor and those two guys playing well, and they played well this second half.
Yes, they didn't play the first 9 minutes. They're both in double figures. Kirkland with 13 and Stuckey with 10. Now 4. Robinson gets his man up in the air, but there's a steal by Stuckey. Stuckey forcing the issue, now slows it down. Mulder. Rebounded there by Gorham. Another offensive board, doesn't go. Tipped out to Stuckey. Now Stuckey passes on the tray, but not Mr. Kirkland as he hits it. Kirkland with a long tray from the top of the key. Stuckey called for the foul.
Daryl Kirkland with a big 3 pushes the MCC lead over 20 for the first time today. 22-point lead.
Robinson. 4. Goes to his knee. May have caught a hand in the eye. The officials, the stoppage of play, figured, hey, we got to call a foul here. They give it to Kirkland. I didn't hear a whistle, but they did signal a foul.
Yeah, you're right. They figure, well, we got to call something.
Ford inbound. Knight. Check by Mulder. Knight has his shot blocked. Now Mulder the other way. Ball is tipped and stolen by Gorham. Davis. Davis's foul goes down hard. John Avery is going to be picking up the foul.
Oh, yeah, he landed awkwardly there.
He sure did.
Hope he's okay. That's Davis. He's had a great game for Kellogg off the bench.
Well, that's one tough man. He gets up from that. That was a hard hit on the hard court. Ivy called for his 4th foul. Davis to the line to shoot 2. Miss on the first. Davis misses on both. There's an offensive board by 4. Turnaround jump shot doesn't go, but Davis puts it in off the glass. Davis with 17. Pass down low to Ivory. Ivory puts it in.
Great look that time by Stuckey. Great entry pass, a lob to Ivory, and Ivory finishes. John Ivory, a freshman from Detroit Northwestern.
Kirkland with good anticipation, gets the steal on the slam.
That's 3 dunks, I think, today for
Yeah.
Daryl Kirkland. He's putting on a little bit of a show.
Those have to be quarters or half dollars, aren't they, Tom?
We talked about the dimes
Yes.
quite a bit in the first game.
Yes.
The MCC women's big win. So, yeah, we'll call them, how about quarters?
There you go. 3-point shot is good by Gorham. Stuckey. Pass down low into the post. Hook shot there by Ivory goes through, and he's fouled. Davis commits his 4th foul.
John Ivory coming alive a little bit.
Yes.
He started the game, didn't score at all in the first half, and now he's, I believe, 5 points now.
If he makes this one, he has 5.
Okay.
In and out. Knight. Gorham. Pass into Davis in the paint, kicks it out in the corner. Now back into Davis. Now there's Knight. 3-point shot. Rebounded by Smith. Outlet pass to Diaz. Ball is stolen by Jones. Now right back with Kirkland. Kirkland slows it down, lets a couple more Jayhawks get in the offensive zone.
Jayhawks in good shape here, John, up 23. Less than 4 minutes to go. No need to be in a hurry. Be smart.
Now Ivory with the left-hand hook doesn't go, gets his own rebound, and the ball is stolen away. Knight with the quick hands. Pass is chased down by Gorham. Now Davis from the free throw line. Offensive board by Jones. Stuckey with the rebound. Long pass ahead to Smith, and he just lays it in.
Great look there by Stuckey. Smith streaking down the sidelines. Stuckey found him for an easy 2 points. Extends the lead to 25 points.
There's Kirkland. He saw that pass going down to the post, just tipped it away. Ends up being another turnover. Going the other way was Thompson, and he lays it in.
Coach Jimmy Booth going to go to his bench here, get some guys some playing time. Cameron Lamar and Aaron Weil set to check in, along with Cameron Boatman. Looks like the Jayhawks are going to snap their losing streak, John Arter.
They're well on their way. Diaz puts it up and in and is fouled. Davis rebounds that missed free throw. Quickly ahead, tipped away, and looks like it is. It's off Gorham's hand. It's Jayhawk ball.
All right. Sergio Diaz comes out of the game. Looks like the final starter to go to the bench. Well, actually, John Ivory's still out there, but mostly reserves here for MCC. It's got to feel good after losing 4 in a row to get back in the win column.
Field shot, tipped around. Ivory back up to Lamar. Boatman. Boatman with a drive. Jones the other way. Watkins. Nice block there by Ivory. Another nice
block.
Lamar lays it up and in.
Lamar, nice use of the left hand there.
Yes.
He shielded the defender with his body and then was able to lay it in with the left hand. Jayhawks are going to complete a sweep here of the teams from the Cereal City, Kellogg.
Ivory with a rebound. Veal. They'll leave it there for Boatman. Boatman, top of the key. Leans in. Shot doesn't go. There's an offensive board. The putback in and out. Kellogg rebounds. Mike Anderson with a rebound that last time, but couldn't get his shot to go for a tip. Gorham. Rebounded Lemaire. Ahead to Anderson. Back out to Lemaire. Now Veal gets his man up in the air. Boatman. Boatman with a drive is fouled. Watkins commits his second foul. Cameron Boatman will go to the line to shoot 2. Off the back of the iron.
Looking ahead, John, MCC will have a pair of games, women's and men, at Lansing Community College this Wednesday. And then, like you mentioned earlier, next Saturday will just be the men's game here.
At 3 o'clock when K-Valley, when the Cougars come to town. Top of the key, Gorham. Ball is saved, and Gorham does not get the shot off. Our final score is Muskegon 88 and Kellogg 60. The Jayhawks are now 7-5, but more importantly, Tom, they stopped the bleeding at 4 and have put another one back in the win column.
Well, that's right. That absolutely needed this win against a struggling Kellogg team. A few rough patches, but for the most part, the Jayhawks took care of business. Hopefully, this will start a win streak now.
As you mentioned, Jayhawks winning 88-60. We want to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great job all day long. We had Eric Taylor on camera and Rod Van Norwick up in the booth, our director and producer for Jayhawk basketball. For my partner, Tom Kendra, this is John Utter saying so long, and thanks for joining us today on MCC TV. Once again, Jayhawk men's and women's winning today against Kellogg. We'll see you next week when the KV Cougars come to town for a 3 o'clock game.
See you then.
Good night.